water. These businesses need to do more and more growth, more and more money, more and more profits. And to achieve those targets, they have to do bigger and bigger projects that appeal to more and more people. And to do that, they are critically underinvesting in the new generation of filmmakers, but they are also critically underserving the population who want to watch films. And when it is more profitable for your business to make $100 million film than it is to make $101 million films, that means that only one person is getting that job where there could have been 100 people employed. And that is going to cause a catastrophic bottleneck in talent in the industry across all sectors. Now, I am not one of those creators who is going to sit here and tell you that there is a magic way to fix this all, or that there is even an easy solution. The problem needs to be solved by independent filmmakers, and it needs to be solved by them focusing on profitability and creating creative jobs themselves. The good news is this is easier now than it has ever been before in history, because every filmmaker has the ability for free to build an audience who will go and see their films. But here's what I'm asking of you specifically watching this. There is a tendency in creative spaces to be quite critical of other people that we see if their art doesn't conform to the standards or the styles that we prefer. And what I'm asking for you to do is to ignore that internal monologue that makes you want to tear somebody down. Not even tear them down, but just to critically appraise their work, and instead lift up the people who are willing to step out and create a space where their voice can be heard. I think that is the most important thing that we can do as an indie film community, is just lift up the voices that are willing to speak loudly, because a rising tide will raise all ships. More views, more interest in the independent sector